All right, with that, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the break music. I think we're good to go. So from this moment on, heads up for everyone, just if you weren't here for the beginning when we explained this, we're recording a submission video for GDQ. We're going to be very much engaging with each other, having a really good time, trying to explain the game. So if we don't see comments like immediately, just try and understand that. Also, if we can try and keep chat PG, because they're a family-friendly stream, that would be awesome. That'd be so great. But yeah. All right. Oh, live split. That's the last thing.
That is important.
Yeah, seeing your time in a speedrun race with an auto splitter, you know, a little important. Okay. I have everything set. Are you going with or without truth?
I'm going with.
With? All right, then I'll go without. All right.
Okay, perfect.
Cool. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. Do you want to explain what the game is?
Yeah, so this is Titan Souls. It's a small indie game where it has a very Shadow of the Colossus Souls-esque feel to it. You play this little guy, you have an arrow, you have one arrow which you can shoot and call back to yourself, and you use it to fight all sorts of giant, large monsters, which all die in essentially one hit from the arrow.
One of my friends likes to call the character Dora the Explorer. And as soon as he said it, I can't unsee it, you know?
That's really, I've never heard that, but I love it.
It's Evil Dora the Explorer. That's my headcanon.
Please,
So heads up that this is one boss that we're both probably going to be panicking on a lot because this is one of the bosses that has the most RNG. We're trying to hit the heart and then... I'd like you to take a guess as to what happened. Just...
Okay.
So that's the demonstration of the one really beautiful and horrifying thing about the game, which is that everything has one hit point, but so do you. Hence why it's compared to Dark Souls.
Yes. And hilariously, arguably one of the hardest fights in the game is the first fight of the run.
Yep, so honestly, that's where the most resets happens, and it's kind of merciful that it's right at the beginning, within the first minute or two.
Can you imagine if it was like the second to last boss?
I would actually hate everything. But then again, that kind of is the heart attack I have at goal set.
Yeah,
like
true.
50% of the time.
But,
yeah.
This is kind of what... Oh no, I got ran over by a frozen brain. Okay.
No! But also, yes, good. I mean, no!
Like, I think it'll be a good showing that, in a race of this game, it can kind of swing either way at any time.
Yeah, and the really great thing is, I love that it's both has the feel of Shadow of the Colossus, but so many of the fights are within 5 and 30 seconds total, as far as their usual time to beat. So every moment feels really exciting. The deaths, the fact that the music just cuts off as quickly as it does, always makes me laugh my butt off. And I know we both specifically have bosses that we are stronger and weaker with.
Sure.
Yeah. So, and personally, like, as a background, little bit of information, I am very new to this game, and literally everything I know about the run, I learned from Goliath, who is, don't move your fists. Thank you. Okay.
You learned everything from the game from the boss you're on?
Right, yes, sorry. Goliath gave me a heart attack and I forgot what life was. So Goliath and Zic taught me everything I know about this game. And I know Zic hadn't run it for a while. And then when we got to meet, we were both really excited about meeting each other because we both also ran Shadow. So like we got to race it and it was a lot of fun. So.
And I had forgotten half the fights.
But this is the time. This is the time. Because you're at the elevator before me. I think I'm like 10 seconds behind, is my guess?
That seems about right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, this could swing different directions at any time.
Yeah, me and Goliath have been running this game since, dear God, 2016?
Oh, really?
It's the first game I speedran.
Oh. That's amazing.
Mainly because it has that achievement in it for beating the game in under 20 minutes. And I was like, I can do that.
Mine was the 3D version of this game. And the reason that I got into this game was because people went, hey, do you want a shorter version of Shadow and also 2D pixel art? Both of which immediately were positives in my book. I adore pixel art games. And I'm actually starting to get back into making perlers. I used to make them when I was like a kid. So I'm gonna try and make perlers for this game of the bosses. So, oh, one thing incentive-wise that we should mention, just for the sake of the submission video, is we have a few ideas that we think would be really fun. So one of them is doing a, I think we said 10-minute estimate, blindfolded race of the tutorial bosses. So the ones in that first area, those first 4. And then another one that we considered is if we wanted to do a like rematch round 2, switching to hard mode or one of the modes that's like iron mode or no roll, just to see what that's like.
Yeah, that could be really cool. But yeah, I think a blindfolded tutorial would take somewhere between 5 and 10, and just figure, you know, leave a little space for some wiggle room and call it 10.
Yeah, absolutely.
We are professional blindfolded speedrunners, are we not?
I mean, I actually am trying to learn Shadow, but I am also still very baby, so professional, but
Never
baby.
done a blindfolded run, so it would be great.
Hey, this will be my first full blindfolded thing, so that would be really exciting to me. Forest is done. I am headed to Elhanan, who I hate so much.
What is your like difficult boss of the run?
I mean, Sludge Heart, obviously.
Okay, that's fair.
But I feel like that's a gimme. As far as others, I
Mine is
weirdly
Onyxia. I can't.
Really?
Oh, I don't know why.
I feel like I want to say mine is Mace's. I tend to die to Mace's a little too much.
That one is tough, yeah.
Yeah. Oh god, what's his name?
Golkane, yeah.
Golkane, thank you. Okay.
Okay, Knight is dead.
Alright, I'm just activating the fight now.
I'm not giving you that 10 seconds back.
Come on, I want it! No! Oh my god, don't do this! Okay, nope, you know what? Maybe I should have said Elhanan, because I did just take an arrow directly to the face.
Ooh.
So.
Not to the knee, to the face.
I think it was actually to my back, but the character falls so dramatically that it's hard to tell.
Kind of funny. There was just like a couple lineups I couldn't remember, but once I like refreshed myself on them, I was like, wow, it really is just like riding a bike.
Got it. Okay. Whew. Thank you. Sorry. My partner came to close the door because I was being loud. but it's the passion of the fights. I feel like every time I do big boss fight games, it's hard for me to stay quiet because I'm battle crying. I used to do martial arts, and you're supposed to like, ah, every time you fight something. Did you just finish Avarice?
Yes.
Sweet.
But it's okay. Anything can happen here in Fire World.
Wait. Did you?
Oh God, you're right. Hold on. We're not doing fire. I'm going.
I was about to say.
Thank you for saying something.
Are you sure about that?
That would have been awkward.
That would have been really awkward. Like, I've been there. Listen, I know this is a race, but also I'm not gonna leave you hanging like that.
I'm trying to go too fast. I'm trying to cheat at this point.
I'm not gonna be the person like, he, now's when I get ahead. Yeah, no. Oh my god, okay. But the fact that you're on mask and I'm now getting to that checkpoint reset makes me feel a little better that I'm still within one. So, I'll take that.
Okay. Don't lie, this is all bosses, right? I don't want to hear it. We were talking about the maces. I was thinking about it. I just wanted to get right there.
I will say, complete side note, we haven't actually explained much about like the mechanics of the game, have we?
A little bit. I kind of mentioned like, you know, you have the arrow, and you mentioned we have one hit.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Then we did cover the basics.
Block, one hit self. We are doing all bosses, so we will be fighting every single boss in the game, which includes the, I guess, kind of secret boss at the end that only opens when you've killed all the other bosses.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yep. Okay, so that was one of the things. The other thing, so thank you, jog memory. So one other thing that's really interesting, in my opinion, about this particular run is we are constantly switching between the analog stick and D-pad. I know that's not something that you can see, but specifically for certain rolls and arrow shots, that's how we're lining up a lot of what we're doing. So it's a weird little dance on the controller for this particular speed run. I find it really cool.
My small running the wrong direction caught you up a little bit. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm still a solid minute behind though, I would say.
But yeah, there's a lot of like quitting and reloading you'll see throughout this, and that's mainly because all of, like the glowing glyphs we hit, those are checkpoints. And so there are some bosses where and you get a kind of a save every time you kill a boss. So if you quit and reload, you go back to the glyph checkpoint, so sometimes it's faster to warp back rather than run back.
Yeah, on top of that, had thought, lost thought, you know?
Oh no.
I'm doing so great. Goodbye, wherever it was, wherever I was going with that.
Well, we're going to Fireland, so now we're actually going to Fireland.
Do you? Okay, actually, that's a question. So what are your nicknames for the areas? Because I see it as very Legend of Zelda-esque, so I call the first one like the Lost Woods, since it has the literal Lost Woods mechanic. This is Hyrule Castle. We are headed to Death Mountain, and then it's really Zora's Domain. Because Zora's Domain in Ocarina of Time is frozen and then becomes unthawed.
I love that.
Or it becomes thawed. I'm just saying. Yes. So one thing I wanted to mention, I remembered the thought that I lost. Okay. One thing that's really cool is right now Zic and I are playing on 2 different modes. You may have heard us mention Truth and Without Truth. Basically what that means is after you beat the game the first time, the names can be translated, so you can see the like really interesting runic language on my version of the game. Did you just beat her? Oh, me too! We're even!
I already killed the maces though.
Oh, dang it. Never mind. Well,
I went in a weird order.
Interesting. So much for my hopes and dreams. Thank you for thank you for that.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god, you're good. You're absolutely wrecking it. But I also find it really interesting that for the pacifist boss that you climb, the text that he says as you're going up is different each time. So the first time he acts as if you're a stranger and is trying to figure out why you're there. And then the second time, no,
That scared me.
no.
Oh no, you got a spinny boy.
I sure did. I sure did. Have I mentioned that I mess up those rolls? Zic, I hate it here.
I'm sorry.
I
killed
forgot
the
to
Ruby boy
grab.
with, like, literally almost no time left.
I forgot to grab the Death Mountain checkpoint.
I see that. I'm so sorry. I figured you got it after the lava blob.
It's fine. It's fine. I'll recover.
Is it fine?
Listen, if I tell myself it's fine enough, then future me will somehow believe it's true. I don't think
Okay.
anyone else will, but maybe I can convince future me that in the moment it was fine. And I
It's okay, because I'm going to Onyxia, and this is easily my worst fight, so.
Wow. Oh man, no, crush it. Absolutely wreck this run. This one fight is another one where like the D-pad and analog stick switch is really important. The other thing I really struggle with is like the timing of the pull to fully get the death warp. So Onyxia, I'm very good at the death warp. Maces, super hit and miss. So
Oh my god, I killed it.
that's a god gamer right there. That is
and I
Zic.
got the death. All this feels good.
Have we mentioned that Zic ran this back at 2017 GDQ? So
2016
legend.
and 2017.
Oh my gosh. Oh wait, really quick. Okay, 1,
Oh,
2,
yes, it's
3.
on.
1, 2, 3. Drink. Nope, it didn't work. All right, cool. So this fight, if you're wondering why I was just singing Chandelier, great question. This is one fight that I know we're not explaining all the fights right now. This one I want to explain. If you sing and release the arrow at the right timing, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. There we go. Then
I love that.
it hits the eye at the right time, so you can literally time it to see a chandelier. I'm gonna swing from the chandelier, from the chandelier. Yeah, okay, there we go. That was the one I wanted to explain because I think it's so stupid and amazing that works.
I've never heard that. That's amazing.
Yeah, this was a fight that, like, for a while, I had it down pretty hard, and then I lost it at one point and was super inconsistent. I was having the hardest time. People were trying to give me different explanations of what worked for them, and it just wasn't clicking. But I have a musical theater background, so
That works.
Yeah, so my friend PDO, who also got into the run because he's also into Shadow, and we tend to get into the same games. PDO's amazing and figured that out and was like, this is gonna sound so stupid. Try it. First try it worked.
I'm just, I just wing it. I just give myself a heart attack and wing it every time.
You just hope and pray.
Just hopes and prayers will get me through this run.
All right, pray to Dorman. Sounds good. Cool. I am just hitting Onyxia.
I'm headed to the top.
Oh my gosh. Worst run of my career.
Iceberg.
I'm just gonna sacrifice myself to Anixia. That's really what I wanted. I just take me.
Just give yourself to the electric eel.
I'm just gonna give myself to the electric eel. There we go.
Yeah, Nixia, you can tell, and he's very reminiscent of the fish boss in Shadow of the Colossus in a way, but he has a weak point on his tail, so you have to kind of shoot it either as he's coming. So like the strat I did earlier, I pulled the arrow back such that it hit the tail as it came out of the water. You can either do it as he's coming out or going back.
Yeah, personally, I have tried doing the other.
Hold. Okay. And then on my side, I'm doing a boss called Gold Set. He's got 2 hands. We have to get him to hit these switches, and then he shows us his weak point then. Okay.
Yes, Zic! Zic absolutely crushing the game. No, at this point, literally all he has to do is pull into the next room, do Soul, which is the first time you're playing, technically, final boss.
Oh my god, that boss made no sense to me the first time I played this game.
I literally could not beat Soul casually. All the other bosses, I could, but for that, and then for the first phase of Truth, my friend and I had to look up the speedrun strats to actually get through the fight. We couldn't do it. Like, this game is so hard, but so much fun casually.
It's so satisfying.
Yeah, I I think both of us can speak for this game being great, considering we run it, so. If you aren't familiar, this is made by Acid Nerve, so they are the same studio that made Death's Door, who are freaking amazing! And a lot of the bosses here actually overlap. So this is Betty, or Yeti. And Avarice, the treasure chest, is also in Death's Door. Truth is in Death's Door. And then Vine Thesis is also in Death's Door, I believe, as the first boss.
I also beat Soul with what I called the sneaky strat. Shout out to my good friend Sneaky, who found that strat years and years back. Oh god, got that.
What I'm getting out of this
run and strats over the years.
Yeah, I have much to learn, and I have much to de-rust.
Alright, where are my dudes? 1 dude. 2 dude. Dude. Okay, time. Woo.
Nice! Okay, that was what, 2120?
My life spell reset, so I'll take your word for it.
Okay. Yeah, so go ahead and write that down so we don't forget. 2120. Yeah. I will say that sometimes when you race this game with people, you're a few minutes apart. Other times you are within literally 2 seconds, again, because the fights are so fast. I have not run this game in a hot minute, I will admit, but I did it at Fatale's, and I swear I'm good at it. But also I'm racing alongside a legend, so like no matter what, I'm gonna be happy.
I'm not that impressive.
Listen, I have now seen your Owlbear 9000 run. Or what is it called? Wait, no, not Yes, thank you. That run was so ridiculous.
Oh, what a game that is.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay, well, I finished these last few bosses.
Out in style.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you want to take the commentary from here, and I'm just gonna try and finish this out, and like, I need to redeem myself, you know? Like, this is about honor at this point.
Yeah, so Ruby's going into one of the final-ish bosses here, Goal Set, and I kind of mentioned it when I went there, but Goal Set has there's 2 buttons in the arena, and he's got 2 hands. And it's reminiscent of one of the tutorial bosses, where whichever side of the arena you're on is what hand, he will try to hit you with, and you got to get him to hit both buttons. And then once Ruby gets it to hit both buttons, then we do something kind of magical.
There it is.
Nice.
Okay.
So now Ruby, you're gonna see. Normally you'd pull the soul out of the boss, but instead Ruby's gonna kind of clip behind it here, and then start going up the stairs to the next boss, but then pull the soul, and that way you can start pulling the soul, go into the loading screen, and where I messed it up, Ruby nailed it, and then now you're kind of in this weird glitch state, and you can super speed to the final.
Oh, it's not a T-pose anymore.
Here.
Interesting.
What?
It's not a T-pose anymore.
No, you didn't get the T-pose. I went too early and I got the soul cutscene on the next screen, sadly. Alright, so, and then... Nice. So,
okay,
yeah,
redemption, yes!
There to get soul.
That was gold!
Soul will, and you'll notice at the start of the fight, Ruby like aimed their arrow at a direction, because Soul kind of shoots at the tip of your arrow, and so that kind of baits the first shot to go past you, and then you do certain movement to manipulate where he warps to, so you can just shoot real quick and be done. And another attempt at truth. Here we are.
Here we go.
I'm glad you do the top of the world strat.
Oh yeah, no, North Wall strat is...
North Wall, there we go.
North Wall strat is where it's at.
I'm not
okay.
shooting any of the bitey guys. I shot all the bites.
Oh, I shoot the bites here, but those I just
Yeah.
dodge. I have a good running pattern for it that works really well for me.
You are...
Bam, 25,
Hey,
10.
nice.
Okay.
Gee,
Super rusty, but that was so much fun.
that was so much fun. What was your time?
25, 10. And what was your time again?
21:20.
Legend. I will say my best time in this is like right at like 20 minutes and 31 seconds, I think. So like once I shake that rust off, it's gonna be amazing, and then I'm coming for you.
Yeah. All notes.
Yeah. Okay. As far as other things, just for SGDQ, just hey, thanks for watching this and for considering us. We would love to run this and showcase the game. I'm trying to think, is there anything else? I feel like we would probably want to get a friend for the couch so we can focus and like sometimes chime in. But I don't necessarily know who that would be at this moment.
We'll find something.
Yeah.
As we get closer, but yeah, I think this would be really cool. And like I said, I think it's really nice because our race in this game really can go back and forth at any time.
It absolutely can.
I got lucky that I killed on Nixie at first try, because usually it gets me so much trouble.
Yeah, and like there were places in the beginning where we were switching regularly, and then as soon as Elhanan happened, I just kept having mistakes I couldn't recover. So like...
Yeah, I mean, mainly not grabbing a checkpoint and fire.
Yep, no, that was a mistake. Can I say that my soul left my body as soon as I realized, like, I don't know if you saw and heard the, that was me just being like, my soul is leaving my body and I'm gonna try and...
No, you recovered well, it was good.
Heck yeah.
Oh, I love this game. Yeah, awesome.
Heck yeah. All right, well, again, I'm Ruby, that's Zic, and hopefully we'll see you at SGDQ. I'll definitely see you at SGDQ. I'm working it.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, bye.